Hi everyone, my name is Valentino de Paula and I'm going to talk about my favorite sport. The one I think is the greatest sport of all time. Why? Because I think it's a sport that delivers a high range of emotion in a very short time. There's always something happening on the court that keeps you engaged in every second of the game. What is the sport that I'm talking about? That's right, basketball. So let's get started with a brief history about the sport. Then let's go about some basic rules so you can play the sports with your family and friends and you can learn more about it. And at the end, we're going to talk about what I consider the top 4 greatest players of all time. So let's start with the brief history of this sport. This sport was created in the United States in a school in Massachusetts by the teacher, a physical education teacher that it's named James Naismith. So this person is a Canadian and he invented the sport because of the winter time. He was looking for a sport that the students can play but inside a building. So the main objective of this sport was to put this ball, in a pitch basket. They started first with 9 people on the court, but right now you can play the sport with 10 people on the court. And almost 100 years later is one of the greatest sports of all time. So now I'm going to talk about basic rules that you have to know before play basketball. These rules will help you if you want to play with your friends or with your family and have a lot of fun. So these are the basic rules. The first rule, the ground rules. There are 3 ways of making a basket: the 1-point play, the 2-point play, and the 3-point play. So the 1-point play is when you are like shooting the ball to the rim and somebody hits you. That's what we call a foul. The defender cannot do that to you. So if that happens, you have free throws. So these free throws are shooting around this line. Now we have the 2-point play. The 2-point play is when you make a basket inside of all this line. All this line that it's all around the court is the 3-point line. If you made a shot inside this line, the value of this basket is of 2 points. And now we have the 3-point play. The 3-point play is when you shoot a shot behind this line. So if you shoot a shot behind this line, you can be like from the other side of the court and you make a shot, it's going to value only 3 points. Now, other rules that would help you in this basketball game is that you can walk if you are grabbing the ball. You have to bounce it to move around in the court. You can walk with the ball. And the second one that it's important too is that when you bounce the ball, if you grab it, you cannot bounce it again. That's a violation of the rule, and you have to give the ball to the other team because you break the rules, basically. So those are like the main rules that you have to know before playing the game. And now we're going to talk about the players I think are the greatest of all time. In my top one is Michael Jordan. He's a 6-time NBA champion, and he is considered by the most of people the greatest of all time. Then my second pick, and the one I love the most, it's called Stephen Curry. So this player is one of my favorites because he's a player that I identify my game with. All right. So these first two players that I already mentioned are the ones that we call game changers. So game changers are the players that literally change the game. Michael Jordan is one of them, and Stephen Curry is one of them. Then my third and my fourth players are Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. Why I don't think they are game changers? Because Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, I mean, they are really good players and they have like really good plays. But the plays they made, they are like the plays like that Michael Jordan used to make. So I think they are not that impressive. So these are my top 4 greatest players of all time. And in conclusion, we just talk about the history of basketball, how did it start, who created the game, why this game was created. We also talk about rules that can help you to introduce you if you want to play this game with your friends, with your family. These rules that we just talked about can help you with that, and you're going to have a lot of fun, trust me. And the last point we touch is the ones I consider the greatest players of all time. So thank you for listening to me, and I hope you like this video.